Hello and welcome to Tim and Amy's Homestead. We're going to get in the kitchen today and cook up something good, so grab your apron and give me a hand. Come on now. Hey y'all, let's do this. I was asked the other day about doing my greens on video, so today is the day. If you remember on my grocery haul, I got the green trio, and I've not had them mixed like this before. I am old-fashioned, believe it or not, when it comes to my greens. I like to do the kale, mustard, and turnip greens together, and then I do collards by themselves. This batch here has them all together. So, we're going to mix these up today, and this will be the vegetable for the evening. Tim made some ribs on the grill. We're going to have these with the ribs. And so, let's get busy on this. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I usually rinse every single thing before I put it in to cook. So this is going to be a test. It says triple washed. So if I taste the first grit in there, I'm going to call them. Alright, so my water's boiling. I went ahead and got that straight. I'm going to set that to the side. I like, when I cook my greens or I cook cabbage or whatnot, I love ham hock. That is a southern thing for sure, is ham hock. But I want to save this. I don't want to use this today. When I was at the grocery store yesterday, I picked up some of this. It has a lot of fat on it. It's bacon pieces and ends. So I'm going to cut some of this and throw in my pan and let it cook. And I also have some stored fried meat grease that where I've cooked bacon over and over, and it's in my refrigerator, so I'm going to go get a spoonful of that and throw in here too, so that way there's extra flavor for the greens. So let me go get that. No, it's not time for a coffee break. This is what I keep my fried meat grease in. See, it's all ready to go. And I just fry my bacon, let the grease cool, and then I'll put it in this. And then I'll store it in the refrigerator so I don't have to worry about it going to the bad. So I'm just going to get a spoonful. Throw in there because that'll give it some extra seasoning. So let's go ahead and grab a knife. I never have everything here when I'm ready to do something. Let me go get a knife and we'll get this cut open and throw some bacon in there. Okay, let's see if we can not cut ourselves when we're opening this. I don't see a real easy spot. It's not saying open me here anywhere. There it goes. The pressure is off. I'm just going to dump this right on out because I'll end up putting this in a Ziploc. See, it's just bunches of pieces. And this is real good seasoning if you can find some at your local grocery store. Sometimes they have ham bits like this too. But these good little pieces of the bacon will be really good mixed into your greens. Okay, I think that's enough because it's really not that much. It's let me find it. Of course, it's not going to be right there. It's a pound worth of greens right there. So I'm going to let this cook for a little while, and when it gets about done, we'll throw the greens in. Okay, this seasoning meat's been cooking for a little while, so I'm going to go ahead and toss in a little bit of pepper, and hope that I didn't toss too much in there. Ken will sure tell me because it'll be too spicy. Okay, so I'm going to slowly start putting the greens in. And they'll cook down, and you'll just keep on adding until it's all in there. And I got these from the Aldi. Just wanted you to know that. They do sell the separate bags of like kale and stuff like that. There, I know Food Line does. I saw that yesterday. And but these just cured my fancy, so I wanted to try them because you need as many greens in your life as you can get. And my greens in my life today are going to be cooked. My lunch was a salad, as usual, but tonight they're going to be cooked. So I'm going to let these sit here, and I'm going to cook them for 20 minutes, and then I'm going to check them and see how they're doing. They'll start to boil in a few minutes. I don't really have an exact cook time. I just kind of check them, and when they're done, you know. Tick tock, the clock goes. Tick tock. We're waiting on those greens right there. While you're doing that, are you drinking your water? That is what you do while you're waiting for the greens. We got about 8 minutes before check time. Okay, so the timer just went off, and by looking at them, I think I'm going to let them cook for another 20 minutes because I want to make sure the little stalks that are in here are good and done. Let these cook for another 15 minutes just to make sure that the stems were good and done. So you're just going to have to check that on your own because it may take longer or not. Just to be on the safe side, you know to cook them as long as you need to test them and check them and make sure they're okay. So I went on ahead and pulled out my little bowl. See, that's all there is out of that little bit. So you need to make sure you have plenty if you have a big family. Well, here they are, all done, and this bowl is piping hot. So I'm going to taste them and see how they are. They're not bad with all those mixed. I didn't know how that was going to be with the collards mixed in with it, but it's got a good flavor to it. And the bacon in there was good too. I might next time, for future reference, I would put a little bit more bacon in there. To have, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I think I would add some more to it just to have a little extra seasoning in it. That is good. And Mama told me not to talk with my mouth full, but sometimes I just can't help it. And my mama may say something when she sees that. But these are good. I hope y'all make you some when it comes winter time. That is when I do my collards. I actually do my collards in January, right after the holidays, because I can get the real big boxes for dirt cheap then, and I will cook like 60 pounds of collards and have them put up in my freezer. And if I can collards, which I have no clue, I'm going to have to look that up. If I can can them, I'll can them. But I really don't know if you can or not. So right now I know they're going in the freezer. So I cook them once a year and I don't have to worry about them until the following time to cook. So anyway, that's my little tidbit of information. I hope y'all have an awesome day and stay dry because it has rained here off and on all day long. And the storm's brewing right now. Anyway, I hope y'all have a blessed day and we'll see you on the next video. Subscribe if you hadn't. If you have, share, like, all that good stuff. I'm so glad to have you along. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.